Good morning. Good morning. Please be seated. No, pardon me. We need to stand first. It's too early in the morning, I guess. Please stand and join us. Andrew Myers will be singing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous night o'er the ramparts we watched so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Now please be seated. Faculty, students, parents and relatives, distinguished guests, and friends of the university, I am delighted to welcome you to the 174th Commencement of the University of Wisconsin-Platteville. This year is the 139th anniversary of the founding of the first normal school in the state of Wisconsin. That was the birth of what has become today the University of Wisconsin-Platteville. During these 139 years, over 45,000 students have received degrees from this outstanding institution. This morning, over 340 more degrees will be conferred. Commencement is a celebration of accomplishments, of success. It is a time for the students, the faculty, families, and friends to remember, to reflect, and to anticipate the future as you as candidates accept your degrees and your new role as alumni of this institution. We offer a special thanks and welcome to the families of our international graduates. We are also particularly pleased to welcome candidates who earned their degree through our online programs or through distance learning. Last night we had over 100 students that received degrees in such a manner. Graduates, this is truly a special day. Today is beginning a new phase of your life, and we offer our sincere congratulations. And the graduating senior this year that was chosen to deliver the valedictory address is Miss Catherine Reichling. Katie is from Darlington, Wisconsin, and she's graduating in animal science with an emphasis in dairy science. Although she's graduating with a perfect 4-point grade point average, Katie has done a great deal more at UW-P that we can all be proud of. She has been recognized the last 2 years at the Student Leadership Awards event for her numerous involvements. Katie has been active with the university music groups, a member of the Egg Ambassadors, Cirrus Fraternity, Alpha Lambda Delta, and serves as president of Alpha Zeta Honor Fraternity and the Egg Student Council. For the past 2 years, Katie has edited a weekly publication in the School of Agriculture, providing updated information on activities of the college students and faculty. Earlier this year, Kate was also recruited to join the collegiate dairy judging team. Kate will miss you, but we know you'll bring a special energy and enthusiasm to the challenge as herd manager of your family Reichling Homestead Farms. Katie Reichling, please, we welcome you to give us some words.
Thank you. Good morning. It's nice to see everybody here on such a perfect day. Commencement is a time of joy, and for many it can be a life-changing event. Ultimately, it symbolizes admission into the real world. For some, it is also a way to start over with a new beginning down the winding path of life. Whether you are here to see one of your children, one of your friends, perhaps your brother or sister, or that special someone, I want you to take a minute and think about that person. Think about your life as if you had never known or met them. Do you think your life would still be the same? Believe it or not, in some way, you have influenced or inspired that person to be where they are today. And just by being here, you are sharing and celebrating in this unforgettable milestone. Graduation may mean a little something different to everyone, but each graduate of UWP has something in common. They are all prepared with the tools needed for life after graduation. These tools come in various forms and undoubtedly are a combination of personal experiences and acquired knowledge. No one knows what the future holds, but because each one of you possesses these tools, you are better prepared to take on whatever you may face in life. For 4 years, UWP has provided me with an abundance of opportunities to discover the full potential within me. My education reflects more than just what I learned in the classroom, but all the people and friends I have met along the way. I've learned life really isn't about your accomplishments, your failures, the things you did do, or the things you didn't do. It's about being happy with yourself and realizing that you can be anything you want to be. Life is about dreams and ambitions, goals and hopes. How you reach for them is up to you, but it is important to never lose sight of them. Throughout my life, I have always tried to set goals for myself. I can remember when I attended my first commencement ceremony here at UWP in 2002. I don't quite remember all of the major details, but there is one thing that happened that day that I will never forget: seeing my eye doctor watch his son graduate. I can still recall looking over and seeing him proudly standing in the doorway as he watched his son, Eric, walk across the stage. He was literally beaming from ear to ear, and he couldn't take his eyes off of him. Now, I'm not a parent, but I could easily see how proud he was of his son. And I can remember thinking that was the coolest thing, being part of that moment they were sharing. It inspired me to do something that not only my parents would be proud of, but that I would be proud of myself, to be the commencement speaker when I graduated. Well, 3 years later, I was given the chance to fill these shoes, but I'll be honest. I had interviewed for different things before, and needless to say, the outcome had always been disappointing. However, though, this time was different, and as you can see, I am standing in front of you today. That is why, through my own personal experiences, I believe deep down in my heart that everything happens for a reason. At the time, you may be consumed by sadness or fear, excitement or nervousness, similar to what I'm sure many of you are feeling today. But these are the moments that define us and make us who we become. Too often we find ourselves regretting the things we have failed to do or ask ourselves, why me? I know I have. One day you think you have everything planned out. You know where your life is going, where you want to be, but then things happen. Life happens. Things change and you have to do the best you can to deal with them. But because you have what it takes, the tools you have obtained here at UWP, you can face anything. Too often we find ourselves focusing on the negatives instead of taking one day at a time and focusing on the positives. The fact that I'm graduating finally hit me, and I realized how scared I was. But the more I thought about it, I realized really I have nothing to be scared about. Hopefully everybody feels that way. When I mentioned earlier about these tools that you have accumulated during your stay here, just think about it. Just by going to school and earning your bachelor's or getting your master's, you are one step ahead in the game of life. You've made it this far, so obviously you possess what it takes to be successful. So even though you may doubt yourself, remember that you do have what it takes to make your dreams come true. Trust your instincts and do what makes you happy. Too often the focus is on pleasing other people and making them happy. And these are good things, but remember first you must be happy with yourself. Reach down into the bottom of your heart and let it guide you into everything you pursue. Don't be afraid, never look back, and embrace the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Katie. It is now my pleasure to introduce Ms. Cindy Tang, our principal speaker for this morning's ceremony. Ms. Tang is not a stranger to this campus nor this community. Cindy came to Platteville in the mid-'80s as founder of the software engineering consulting firm. That business, Insight Industries, was recognized for 7 years in a row as one of Wisconsin's top women-owned businesses. Although she sold the Platteville portion of her business in the mid-1990s, Cindy remained in this community to pursue her interests in economic development and community development. She is a founding member of the Platteville Main Street program and assisted in forming a young professionals group in Platteville. Cindy is also active with UW-P. She serves on the UW-P Foundation Board and was instrumental in forming the investment club at UW-P and in connecting it to our foundation. Additionally, she supports the arts, art programming, and our scholarship program. It is indeed my pleasure to welcome Cindy to the podium. We look forward to her comments.
Thank you, Dr. Marquis. Graduates, relatives, and friends of graduates, distinguished faculty and staff of the university, I am honored to share this wonderful day of celebration with you. When a friend learned that I would be doing this today, he told me that giving a commencement speech was a lot like being the guest of honor at a funeral. They need you for the ceremony, but everybody hopes you don't say much. I am mindful that this speech is about the last thing standing between the class of '05 and their hard-earned diplomas, so I won't be too long. Congratulations to the graduates on your achievement. Savor this accomplishment. You will soon be in the good company of numerous UW-P graduates who have had distinguished careers. Over the years, these graduates have praised the preparation they received at UW-P, saying it was better than their coworkers who were graduates of other institutions. Your arrival here today has been preceded by years of hard work and self-sacrifice. I would like to again convey my joyous and heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you. What a wonderful and exciting time to graduate and start a career. For the parents and families of graduates, this is the day when years of love, nurture, worry, and financial support finally bear fruit. This is a substantial accomplishment. Ann Landers said, "If you think education is expensive, consider the cost of ignorance." We know how hard parents and families have worked to make this day possible. I invite the graduates to join me in giving their families a round of applause. I ask you to applaud because your being here today is the result of individual, family, and community efforts. Without your personal commitment, individual effort, and perseverance, you wouldn't be here today. Without the commitment and perseverance of others, you wouldn't be here either. Your accomplishments are indeed shared accomplishments, shared by your friends, your families, your teachers, and many unseen others. You, your family, and society have invested considerable scarce resources to get you here. I say to you today, you have a responsibility to give back some of these resources. I know that with student loans and new careers and families starting, it might be a few years before you have resources to spare. Money is not all you need to give back. Others have invested their time, and you can do the same. You owe a debt of responsibility to your own families. Being a good parent is the most important vocation of all. No career, however rewarding, justifies the price of a ruined family. Charity begins at home. It begins with caring for spouses and children and people close to us. There are also wonderful opportunities to reach beyond your own families. The university is a good place to start. Hundreds of people, both living and dead, have contributed to building this institution to where it is today. Contributions range from a few dollars to their life's work. I know that there is not a high percentage of graduates that come from independently wealthy families. I also know that most UWP graduates will have careers that are intellectually and financially rewarding. Think about this. Almost every material thing you will ever have, houses, cars, education for your children, will come to you as a direct result of the education you received here. Yes, I believe you have a responsibility to UWP to give back some of what has been lavished upon you. You also have a responsibility to give back to the community as a whole. One good way to do this is with ethical behavior. Insist on integrity in all you do. Honesty and integrity are just giving back what you expect from others. Volunteerism is another way to give back, by giving of one's own time and talent voluntarily to others. Possibilities here include religious institutions, youth groups, such as Little League, Scouting, hospitals, and the Red Cross, just to name a few. Service clubs offer an opportunity to give something back to the community. Lions Club, Rotary, Kiwanis are just a few of the organizations that help make our communities better places to live and work. I urge you to join one of these. Many of you will become business owners or managers. In business, giving back can be good business. Ray Kroc, the founder of McDonald's, always felt that it was the right thing to give back to the community where you do business. He felt it was just good common sense, good business sense, and good personal behavior to do that, and it became part of McDonald's culture. The millions of dollars donated by this corporation over the years have not in any way stunted the growth of this company. Why should we give? A recent magazine article asked writers why people give to charities. The writers each chose one reason and wrote a short piece on that reason. Many reasons were presented: salvation, selflessness, grief, altruism, and good feelings were all reasons why people gave their time and money. I felt that maybe these writers had missed the point. Giving back is our responsibility, our duty to repay, in some measure, society for their investment in us. How much should you give? I asked this question of an active alum, and their response was, tell them to give till it hurts. Well, I disagree. I believe you must give till it feels good. Charity comes from a big heart. The famous industrialist and philanthropist Andrew Carnegie, who constructed almost 3,000 free public libraries, said, "Giving back is a duty, but also a privilege. You have been privileged to get a superior education and will soon get degrees that almost ensure a successful career. Do not forget your duty to give back." I thank you for your attention and wish you the best of luck, and once again, congratulate you on a difficult job well done. Thank you.
Thank you, Cindy. Each year, our faculty and the Alumni Association recognize alumni who have brought honor to the university. Since our alumni include winners of the Nobel and Pulitzer Prizes, members of the U.S. Congress, Wisconsin legislature, presidents of major corporations, the choices are never easy. Today we honor two distinguished alums as models for this graduating class and in recognition of their achievements and contributions. I will introduce today's honorees. Each will stand as I do so, and I ask that you hold your applause until they have been introduced. Biographies of the honorees are in your commencement program. Mr. Sidney M. Cook, class of 1975. Sid is the fourth-generation cheesemaker and one of Wisconsin's master cheesemakers. Over the past 2 years, Sid has won more than 50 national and international awards for cheese. He is president of Carr Valley Cheese, as well as Portage Cold Storage and Wisconsin Pride Cheese. Mr. John W. Jones, class of 1958. John is a retired president and CEO of Partners National Health Plans of North Carolina. Under his leadership, the company was an annual repeat recipient of U.S. News and World Report's top 10 provider-owned health plans in the United States. These two individuals are outstanding members and graduates of this institution. Our congratulations and appreciation to each of them for the accomplishments that they have brought honor to them and to our alma mater. In 1986, UW-Platteville Foundation, the organization that seeks support for UW-Platteville, established the Distinguished Service Award. This award recognizes individuals, families, organizations, or businesses that have significantly served this university. I am honored to present W. Phil and Barbara Carmen, recipients of the 2005 award. I ask Barb and Phil to stand. Both Phil and Barb are pioneer alums and have been very active in promoting and supporting UWP. They have been active with the UW System Advocates and with Pioneer Patrons. Phil has served on the boards of the UW-Platteville Foundation and the John Barth Foundation. He is a member of the Athletic Hall of Fame Selection Committee and served on the University's Strategic Planning Committee. Barb retired from UWP last summer. The majority of her UWP career was in the area of admissions and recruitment. Barb was instrumental in developing our first dedicated visitor center and presentation room. Several years ago, Phil and Barb established the Carmen Family Scholarship Endowment, which benefits high-achieving new or continuing students. Thank you, Phil and Barb. We truly appreciate all of that you have done for this university. You are excellent role models for all of us. Thank you. Ms. Deborah Putnam, President of the UW-Platteville Alumni Association, will now announce the awards of Alumni Life membership.
Chancellor Marquis, Provost, University Deans, faculty and staff, families and guests of today's graduates. On behalf of the UW-Platteville Alumni Association, it is indeed my pleasure and my honor to congratulate you, the May 2005 commencement class, and your families on your graduation today. With this ceremony, the university is in its 139th year of existence as an institution of higher learning, and you now have become a part of its history and its traditions. One of UWP's great traditions is our faculty, and we of the Alumni Association once again wish to thank the dedicated faculty for their integrity and devotion in educating the young men and women of this university. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. To the graduates, it is our hope and desire that all you will continue your involvement with UW-Platteville by becoming members of the Alumni Association. I know that many of you have already joined the Alumni Association, and we would like to see you all as active alumni. We hope that you will participate in the many activities that we sponsor and that you will return to campus often. We also ask that you show your pride in the degree that you received today. At each commencement, the Alumni Association recognizes graduates for their outstanding academic, personal, campus, and professional achievements by awarding them a life membership into the UW-Platteville Alumni Association. For this semester, we have selected 7 individuals as recipients. 3 are graduating at this morning's ceremony. I will introduce them alphabetically, and I ask that you hold your applause until they all have been introduced. I ask the recipients to please stand and remain standing until all are introduced. Daniel Klebus, hometown Monroe, Michigan, master's degree in criminal justice. Katie Reichling, Darlington, Wisconsin, bachelor's degree in animal science. And Tiffany Salmon, Wazeeka, Wisconsin, bachelor degree in biology. Congratulations to all of you. In closing, be Platteville proud. Thank you, and remember your dedicated families, faculty, and staff who have helped you reach this goal in your lives. Whether you realize it or not, at this very moment, we all have a common bond. Again, congratulations to you, the graduates and families, and enjoy the rest of your memorable day.
We're extremely proud of all of our graduates and will shortly recognize each one of them. However, I would like to give special recognition to a group who have distinguished themselves throughout their academic careers. The undergraduate students graduating with academic honors are designated with asterisks in the commencement program and are wearing gold honor stoles. With those individuals who have achieved highest honors and graduating summa cum laude, please rise and remain standing. These individuals have earned cumulative grade point averages between a 3.75 and a perfect 4.0. Now with those students who have achieved honors and are graduating magna cum laude, please rise and remain standing. These students have earned cumulative grade point averages between 3.5 and 3.74. Please join me in acknowledging the accomplishments of this very special group of graduates. Now will all of the individuals who are about to receive bachelor's and master's degrees please stand. Mr. Chancellor, as Provost, I certify that the candidates standing before you have completed the curricula prescribed by the university faculty for the degrees of Master of Science, Master of Science in Education, Bachelor of Arts, and Bachelor of Science, and are entitled to receive their degrees from the University of Wisconsin-Platteville. I therefore recommend that these candidates be granted the appropriate diploma for the curricula completed.
Upon the certification by the Provost that you have completed the requirements established by the university faculty for the various degrees, and with authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Wisconsin System, I am pleased to confer upon you the degrees which you have earned, together with all the rights and privileges attending thereto. Congratulations, and please be seated. Will the deans now present the degree recipients?
Will the recipients of the degree of Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science from the College of Business, Industry, Life Science, and Agriculture please stand? Mr. Chancellor, as Dean of the College of Business, Industry, Life Science, and Agriculture, and representing the college faculty, I present to you the recipients of the degree of Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science from the College of Business, Industry, Life Science, and Agriculture. Will the recipients please come forward?
Katie Reichling. Eric Scott Riedemann. Matthew Arnold Abel. Shelani Elizabeth Adams. Jessica Marie Aid. Heidi Lynn Aird. Matthew S. Akins. Brenda Lynn Ambrosius. Emily Kathleen Arndt. Jacob Drew Athy. Sarah Ann Backus. Jeannie Regina Beckley. Angela Renee Beggs. Laura Marie Bendorf. Mark Elliott Berman. Raybeth L. Boer. William Albert Borkart. Valerie Lynn Brennig. Daniel Joseph Bruce. Tracy L. Brunton. Mark Stephen Bubb. Ryan R. Burbach. Heather Ann Bush. Nathan Richard Butts. Jeffrey J. Calvert. Jenny Marie Campbell. Marlon Edward Canless. Eric James Kyenberg. Bradley Stephen Chenis. Laura Julie Copas. Richard Leslie Crow. Jesse Lynn Cunningham. Allison Ann Dessy. Graham Raymond Daler. Cheyenne Marie DeSmit. Jeffrey W. Detman. Christina L. Domino. Heather Leah Dobson. Robert John Dorman. Rebecca Ann Dow. Brian Matthew Downey. Lacey Ann Dressler. Casey Philip Dresler. Sheila Colleen Drake. Jessica Marie Dreyer. Sean Michael Dudley. Daniel T. Egan. Lindsay Rose Ellefson. Jessica Ray Ellis. Melissa Ann Endres. Jacob Walter Engelke. Linda Elizabeth Engelke. Oyeme Ayodeji Palomo. Vicky Lynn Fry. Chihiro Fuchigami. Heather Sue Fuller. Eric M. Galdi. Jeremiah Charles Gansky. Luke Dale Gardner. William Ambrose Gardner. Jennifer Lynn George. Kimberly Claire Gerner. Melissa Ray Gerner. Carrie Marie Geyer. Reed William Gill. Jeffrey Joseph Glass. Jason M. Gladowski. Brian James Glenn. Donald Raymond Greep. Amanda Marie Halderson. Jacqueline Emily Hasberg. Samantha L. Height. Brian Wayne Helly. Sarah Beth Helmead. Michael D. Helms. Tara Beth Herbst. Beth Susan Hill. Craig Lawrence Hinkle. Abby Nicole Henricks. Matthew James Holler. Matt I. Hall. Daniel James Holes. Amanda Jane Horn. Charles Carter Ingwell. Chase Charles Ivy. Michael James Jacina. Jason Michael James. Shante Antoinette James. Alan David Johansson. Mandy Marie Johnson. Clinton James Jones. Michelle Lee Jordan. Matthew E.W. Cather. Colleen Rebecca Call. Carrie Lynn Kelly. Matthew Robert Kent. Brian J. Klein. Clayton John Klotz III. Katie Marie Knapp. Ryan Paul Norchild. Michael Adam Krebs. Krista Lee Kruger. Corinne Marie Cruiser. Rebecca Lynn Kurz. Matthew Gerald Lang. Aaron Kelly Larson. Nathaniel Edward Lease. Amanda M. Lederer. Sandra Jane Lee. Brianna Joy Lederer. Nathaniel Patrick Lemire. Bradford R. Lukey. Darren Mark Lipman. Ashley Marie Loy. Sarah Ashley Lundeen. Meredith Lynn Moss. Andrea Jean Martin. Cindy Marie McElvey. Buffy Jo McKenna. Jessica Sarah McKnight. Kimberly Ann McNamara. Hope Ann Metcalf. Anthony Lee Millerin. Douglas Michael Mooring. Matthew Earl Muller. Ryan Matthew Murphy. Jonathan Ashley New. Barbara Nider. Marcus James Nelson. Jeremy Ronald Niemeyer. Angela Jean Novacek. Jamie Therese Albright. Brandon Charles Oddie. Zachary Stephen Patterson. Mandy Sue Peacock. Nathan Richard Peplinski. James Bonnell Peterson, Jr. Daniel Dean Peterson. Jared Gilbert Peterson. Gavin Wade Pfeiffer. Andrew Dean Polkinghorn. Lindsay Marie Poster. Todd Benjamin Pulvermacher. Craig David Roby. Bradley John Reitzner. John William Ryder. Andrea Marie Ryder. Brian James Ripp. Lori K. Robarge. Katie M. Robelia. Jason Thomas Rouse. Casey Allen Rudder. Tiffany Lynn Salmon. Frances Marie Schissel. Erin J. Schroeder. Scott Douglas Sharpie. Piotr Shishkin Yars. Corey Dale Stenjum. Scott J. Striddy. Kevin Charles Succo. Dion Patrick Sweeney. Jeremy M. Thomas. Stacy Jean Thomas. Kerry Joseph Tweeton. Joseph Carl Uppana. Erin Elizabeth Vadi. Heidi Mae Vanetta. Dennis Charles Volmer. Kyle William Von Ruden. Brian Joseph Wall. Amy Sue Walter. Ryan Lee Walter. Adam Jeffrey Wamsley. Walter Lee Ward III. Michael David Weber. Renee Aoni Weeks. Andrea L. Whitford. Heather Melissa Whitford. Scott Michael Winkus. Aaron Christopher Wilberding. Ashley Jeanette Williams. Todd Allen Williams. Nicole Joe Winkler. Dustin Ryan Wire. Keith David Whipperforth. Matthew Richard Wandra. Jennifer Lynn Robleski. Jennifer Ann Weingard. Mark Allen Zerath. Chelsea Rachel Zerbel.
On behalf of the faculty and staff of the College of Business Industry, Life Science, and Agriculture, I congratulate you all. Best of luck. You may be seated. Will the recipients of the master's degrees please stand? Mr. Chancellor, as Dean of the School of Graduate Studies and representing the graduate faculty, I present to you the recipients of the degrees of Master of Engineering, Master of Science, and Master of Science in Education from the School of Graduate Studies. Will the recipients please come forward?
Marita G. Adams. Sume Asawasi Awasukun. Fred James Bartman, Jr. Lindsay Bourne. Christy Lynn Bozeman. Heidi K. Cartwright. Daniel T. Klebus. Ann T. Church. Cynthia Nell Clark. Chad Lauren Klein. Mary Catherine Klein. Thomas Patrick Coyle. Wayne Dansick. David Brian Dean. Thomas Fennessy. L. Lee Goff. Adam Hady. Beth A. Heidenreich. Lori Heimsoth. Awan Karavadi Janakarim. Cheryl A. Kelly Van Domelen. Jacqueline Ann Kessler. Lisa Marie Kiefer. Cynthia A. Kohler. Katie Ann Lang. Christy M. Lightson. Rebecca Lynn Linsacum. Kelly J. Lummis. Sandra Madelung. Denise Morgan Jacobson. Zelodius Morton. Amy Nemitz. Richard Pulvermacher. Pedro Juan Rivera Torres. Michael Robert Regner. Janet Teresa Roper. Tammy J. Salmon Stevens. Matthew E. Schindler. Julie K. Schwan. Dawn Senin. Kenneth R. Russ Simpson. Deidre Michelle Sloan. Alicia Sapi. Angeline K. Sorensen. Jeffrey J. Tebby. Yu Vang. Nicole M. Venturini. Joshua Wollendorf. Arlissa Denise Walker. Retha L. Waddell. Ronald Paul Waddell. Ronald L. Wendorski. Jessica L. Wepner. Melissa M. Weigel. Melissa Ann Wilkie.
On behalf of the graduate faculty, congratulations on this milestone in your education. Please be seated.
Again, congratulations. Exciting time. This ceremony would not have been possible without the time and effort so generously given by a number of groups and individuals. The members of the commencement committee are listed in your program. Dr. Ken Killian, a distinguished member of our agricultural science faculty for the past 37 years, is commencement marshal. Thank you. The names of the graduates were read by Ed Deneen, our registrar. The student ambassadors distributed programs and organized seatings. The wind ensemble under the direction of Barry Ellis deserve our appreciation for the music accompanying today's ceremony. Would all of those that I mentioned, Dr. Killian, Mr. Deneen, members of this ensemble, everyone please stand and be recognized. We did this once earlier, but I would like to give the graduates a chance to thank the faculty who have guided and shared with them so many things that have made them what they are, what you are today. So would the graduates please recognize our faculty members that are here. And would the faculty please rise so that the audience can see you. Thank you for your outstanding work. Thank you. Today we also recognize and have with us this morning two of our colleagues from the faculty who plan to retire this year. I mentioned Dr. Ken Killian, will you please stand, and Mr. Jerry Oxenford is, I don't know if Jerry is with us today, but the two of them have spent about 60 years at this university giving of themselves for the graduates of this university. And we want to thank them for their years of service. Thank you. There's another group that are sitting in this audience that need to receive an applause from our graduates. Those that have given so much of their life, money, support, and everything, as you know, for you. Would you please I'd ask all of the parents, family, and significant others to please rise and let our graduates give you a round of applause as well. Please stand up. Now, this is the real test of getting your diploma. You have to turn to page 40 and join our song leader singing our alma mater. That's everyone now. Please remove your caps, please. Please stand.
Alma mater grand and glorious, we shall ever be victorious. Loyal are we to you, dear Platteville, pioneers e'er will be. We shall win her honor. Praise be ever on her. Onward, upward to the fore. None shall falter evermore. Alma mater grand and glorious, wrought by loyalty.
Please be seated. Now we're going to have to do that again. No, just kidding, just kidding. The commencement ceremony has been videotaped and will be televised tonight at 7 p.m. on TV5. I would encourage everyone to remain seated until the faculty have left the gymnasium. The graduates will remain to greet parents, relatives, and friends in the gymnasium. Again, congratulations, and the words that were shared with both of our speakers today mean a great deal, and thank you for being a pioneer.